I'd like to take the word temporary out of there.
Let's see. Well, I mean, I don't know, you have to get back. Temporary, I believe, is,
It's my understanding that
it's something, say,
144
well, a shed.
144 square foot or less is can be temporary. 144 square foot and up is a permanent structure in the eyes of the codes enforcement.
Or does a permanent structure need a foundation?
Well then, what about pole barns? They don't have a foundation.
The only thing
I
that's
don't see where
excluded is the.
Makes any difference, temporary.
Log barns is not considered permanent, as long as you don't put cement in it. And that could be 4,000 square feet.
Yeah, I know we just.
We'll use that definition. We'll
I use that definition, I go back to that.
Everybody okay with that?
Agriculture might be different too.
Okay.
Once you get in there, it's not considered permanent.
Okay, we'll put that back in. Okay. So, now we're back up on page,
Okay, so, in the case of a small farm windmill, you said they are probably going to be close to a building, so,
Well, you're gonna have buildings associated, whether it be commercial or small. Buildings, structures associated with that window.
they're. So a farm windmill would have to be, we'll wait when we get to the definition of agricultural windmills. A farmer wants to put the windmill right near the farm. Would he be allowed to?
They're not governed by,
They come under ag market.
they're not governed by.
Okay, so there's no setbacks on them.
Right, but if a homeowner wanted to put one
Okay.
close to his home,
What was it, 1.5 times?
okay?
Okay.
So, we were on page 6, and 7. Here again, I was still. See, from that, bottom of page 7, if that was meant to be constructed, reconstructed, modified, replaced, special permit. Okay.
it was pointed out that second clause in subparagraph A, you know, they had removed or taken out what had been that subsection E further on. And pointed out that so there's really no, that clause that says other than the small ECSB requirements set forth in E below really doesn't refer to anything.
Oh.
So that one clause would be deleted.
What sort can be deleted then? What's your recommendation?
That, well, this one actually comes from someone else, but in that subparagraph A, where it says no WDF, you could take out the whole next clause, so it reads no WDF may be constructed, reconstructed, etc. Because that's was referenced to a subsection that's been deleted.
So it goes, no WEF may be constructed, reconstructed, so on and so forth. Ending with to this local law.
Page 8. Existing windmill facilities can replace existing towers and turbines with facilities of same size and capacity on existing foundations.
You know, if it's 10 years down the road, it's gonna be tough to get one. They might not even make the same size anymore. Could we have something in there that before they can be replaced, they would have to go before the planning board and get approval to change the turbine? I mean, say it's just the turbine that goes, say it blows up or something. The tower is still there, they wanna put a new one back up there, but they don't make that size anymore. I hate to see that tower have to be taken down because of this sentence.
Well, wouldn't they just get a special use permit and go through the process?
No, I think we should include that in there. It was-
Well, the difference would be if it was an existing tower that didn't meet new setback requirements.
I see.
So, we'd have a problem there. And the discussion, the planning board was that, that new turbine, might be significantly larger, significantly noisier, whatever, than the existing turbines. And so they didn't want to make it, well, you might need that, those setback requirements.
I see what they're thinking, yeah, because if you could put if you allow a big one there, but you're not making bigger setbacks, you're.
Not a bigger tower though, but if they're just getting a half a, I don't know, a little bit bigger turbine because they don't make that small size anymore. I'd just like to see something in here that they could do it if it was brought before the planning board.
Doesn't it say that in the first part of that? Doesn't it say no wind energy facility for which an application is submitted after the adoption of this local law should be constructed, reconstructed, modified, operated, or replaced in the town of Madison, except pursuant to and in accordance with this local law after the issuance of a special permit? After the issuance of the special.
Right, but that doesn't address,
Bill, didn't we talk about a variance procedure regarding this? To establish verbiage in there regarding a variance that, like you were saying, it could be applied for through the planning board because of the fact that the same size or whatever wouldn't be made or whatever. So there'd be a variance procedure established.
How about that?
How would you go about that?
you've got to set up the criteria, the same as you're setting up the waiver, requirements of the setback. With the variance, I would expect that you would want to, have some, well, you've got to have a criteria for the variance. And that criteria would probably include, the noise issues. You wouldn't be replacing the tower. It really comes down to replacing the turbine, just because they don't make that same size turbine.
Another factor in there, a larger turbine, higher output, is much heavier than the smaller ones. So you gotta take into account your foundation to make sure it's adequate to hold it,
All those things you're gonna take into account. You're not gonna change it in a faulty foundation. I think the intent was trying to get it, if they come up with a more generator that has more capacity, and you can set it on the same tower with the same foundation, then why would we deny it? They're 1 point some megawatts now, if you wind up with go to 3 that's more efficient, it stays within the same noise ordinance, why wouldn't we give them a chance?
That's fine.
Versus making it strictly, we gotta go through, they gotta adopt the existing laws.
Well, I'm not sure you even need a variance procedure if, you know, if the only issue was, not the capacity. If you were gonna leave the towers, they had to be on the same tower.
Right.
But if you were just changing the turbine, and if you just indicated that, you know, it could be replaced with a turbine of greater capacity, provided that it met the,
Sound standards,
so,
met the other standards that are already
well,
set
and I'm
forth.
not sure if there are any, you know, if you're on the same tower, if you've got any other standards other than the
Right.
noise.
I think that's the concern, is noise, really.
I think it is too, because if, I'm just saying, and I'm not against improvements on some of these older ones, but if they put a new generator on there that's 3 times as noisy or 10 times as noisy, that's a problem.
What about, rotor? What if they change the style of the rotor? to-
It would, you have a larger rotor too.
I would really like to see that they have to come to the planning board for any kind of major changes.
So would I.
So,
The main thing is, regardless of height and what it is, the noise is the biggest driver. So that's the big stipulation, regardless of what you put up there, you maintain within the noise variance that we're approving and drive on.
So
Yeah, but you don't say it a lot out here, it'll make it too big. You could change the rotor diameter.
But all of them have a certain distance from rotor to the bottom. That's standard. It's been that way with all of them. So if you maintain the distance of the rotor blade to the ground, and you have the noise ordinance, and then what you don't want to do is turn around and say, now they have to adopt the proposed setbacks, because that wind farm is gone if you do that. And it's been there for 13 years and hasn't harmed anybody. You gotta give them a chance to keep that wind farm going.
I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement, we just gotta figure out how we want to word it. Basically, we just want to replace the turbine without increasing the noise, correct? Turbine or blades or whatever.
Well, as long as whatever noise conforms with the ordinance. Or, you know, this one.
I would say noise, height, and weight.
Weight has to definitely.
the weight does have to be taken. into
And you gotta
consideration.
do that, it will be, end up like Fenner. You have to consider.
It would be liable because we're making engineering decisions.
Yeah, that's their,
No, it isn't. We own that.
we don't want to own that.
No, that's why,
Yeah.
when you,
No, I mean, we don't want to be the ones making the engineering decisions.
Right.
You know, they can't.
Well, to expedite things, would it be to our advantage tonight to take this and to return that for recommendations back to reword it and to the planning board and to resubmit it?
Now, I think the planning board is done with it.
We're done.
You don't wanna take it back. You want us to do the way, we're gonna wait it off.
They don't want to kick that hot potato back.
Yeah, I agree.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy doing it.
Noise and weight.
Height
Well,
and weight.
let's leave the weight out of it, so that, like you said, you want to make engineering decisions.
Of course, the only problem is with the noise, you really don't know until
Well,
it's up.
Well, don't they have specs as to what this is?
Oh, I'm sure they do, but I'm not sure if you can, if that's necessarily going to be.
Bring that down.
Well, if we had a clause in there that they have to come back to the planning board, you know, explain why they're making changes, and then the planning board gets to
You
make the
can do
decision.
that.
At that time, we could request an engineer's report of weight, and structure,
Right.
liability.
We
Changes.
probably, as a board, we should research that particular thing.
Changes can't be made without,
Well, I mean, without, you can't really, I mean, they're all agreeing with the weight. We're kind of agreeing with the noise. But the weight, but we can't really, how do we know what this is gonna be? This is a problem.
They would have to come to us with an engineering report proving that the foundation, the
Is it
tower,
sturdy enough?
sturdy enough, and they'd have to show us noise, noise information. And of course, if it was noisier or there was a problem, they would have to mitigate it, so.
And they would invest all that money into a large turbine and put it on an insufficient foundation either, I don't think.
They might.
so we just need wording that has
Explain.
changes have to
Something
be.
along the line of, any additional changes must be reviewed and approved by the planning board, or something along that line.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Instead-
Any additional changes must be reviewed and approved by the planning board.
Instead of the last sentence that's in there. Or leave that sentence and add,
I think you might change same to similar size and capacity, but then you're also indicating that any changes must be made by, or must be approved by the,
so you will rewrite that for
Can't do
us.
that.
You can't use the word similar.
No, then you have to find someone.
well, no, similar and same, or, I don't, the fact is, it's a question of, if it's 1.6 and you go to 1.8, are you,
1.7.
or, but within those fractions, or somebody said, well, gee, that's a 1.725.
I think that wording, the wording that I came up with, any other additional changes must be reviewed and approved by the planning board, covers just about anything.
Might add other.
Any other additional changes.
No, I think you're looking at any, because the main thing that they're gonna change would be either the turbine or the tower.
Any additional changes
So,
must be reviewed.
any changes have to be
Any changes, okay.
approved.
All right.
I just have one question on this one line that says, and in compliance with this local law. If they want to modify, change their grades, do anything, and the planning board suggests that they're still not within that setback that this local law is now proposing, they're not going to be in compliance with this local law.
Good point.
I think you clearly gotta state that the existing windmills are exempt from certain aspects, i.e. setbacks. But they need to abide by structural soundness, noise, and height, and let it go at that. Because then it gives them the ability, if it's structurally sound, they can put a more efficient turbine on the top generator, and they get through NISO, so be it. As long as it stays within the noise. I think the big thing that you're trying to take out of this is not to, they don't have to adhere to the proposed setbacks.
Correct.
So if they can replace the same structure, same size, same weight, same height, the same noise, and they could put a more efficient generator on there, you ought to have the ability to do that. That's how that needs to be worded. So there's no gray area.
If we brought it before the board, that would be,
And then it's up to,
or leave us open for,
what do you think of that? Just rewrite that whole paragraph B.
I guess I think adding to that last sentence,
does
You
the
know,
same